Hello? Can everyone hear me okay? Okay, great. Thank you all so much for supporting us every day. And today, I am going to be talking a little bit about the new book, The Power of Basics: Introduction to the Modern Zen Life of Calm, Spirituality, and Success. This is a great book. These are all based on the lectures that Master gave. So I was preparing for today, and I was listening to the lectures, and I had so many findings for myself as well. So I hope we can deepen some of the points on this book or related to this book. Okay, so before we begin, let's recite the true words spoken by Buddha together. Okay. Okay. The true words spoken by Buddha, Ryuho Okawa. There used to be the light in a great universe. The light is the energy of Buddha. People can live by this energy, and Buddha's energy has made human history. It will be supplied eternally. This eternal light comes from heaven and prevails on earth. This is the light of heaven. Through the prism of Buddha, there appear the 7 colors of rainbow, arching over in the sky. Here you can see Buddha's monkey. Yellow is the color of teaching. White is the color of sacred. Red is the color of justice. Purple is the color of obedience. Blue is the color of sacred. Green is the color of harmony. Silver is the color of progress. These 7 colors help each other. And then here's Buddha Man. Buddha Man is shining brightly because of gathering of bodhisattvas. This is the land of life or the land of mercy. This is the land of wisdom or the land of teaching. Especially, this is the land of souls resting in peace. Real souls are the children of Buddha. The children of Buddha became real human beings. Real human beings have spirituality. The spirits are immortal powers. The spirits are immortal forces. The spirits are real entities. The physical bodies are the shadows of the spirits. It means you are the boat sailing down a great river. The great river is the symbol of the course of life. Each of you sails down a small boat, so you need a boatman. If it were not for your own boatman, you surely go around. This boatman really needs your mind. If your mind makes a mistake, the boat breaks into pieces by a large rock, and you also need a bamboo pole. This pole is the meaning of the true words. When you go down a rapid stream, you need to climb in a stream. Then you can change your course. The true word means the teaching of Buddha. Buddha enlightened and spoke true words, and Buddha's teaching became a gold mine. This gold mine suggests various teachings. These are another expression of Buddha's truth. It brightens up your days. Or, to put it another way, the fruits of Buddha's mercy. All of you now here listen to me. Never lose your way, now and forever. The guiding hand has already waved. Please follow this right hand and go straightly on and on. Your lives are not limited to this world only. They have 3 aspects: the past, the present, the future. Your past have already gone by, yet still your mistakes will be kept in your mind. That is the reason why you should understand other people, and you yourself reflect on what you have done. You and others are not different. On the contrary, both are children of Buddha and brothers and sisters. Now then, love each other. Let us bring up each other, and in time forgive each other. This is the eternal law, which penetrates the present and future. Yes, indeed, the light of the dark night of this world is hell. It is also the same in another world. Since we came down to this world, the sun of the truth is scheduled to rise. Now we are watching rising sun. It will shed light to the future, to invite some people to Buddha land. Now here I command, there shall not be conflict in this world. There shall not be distrust in this world. There shall not be crime in this world. There shall not be evil spirit in this world. There shall not be the devil in the next world. Only the ideal world, utopia, shall be realized. All the people love each other, live harmoniously, believe in one another. That world is utopia. All of us to be the light of bodhisattvas, believing that the light has reality, believing that love has reality, believing that the truth has reality. These are the paths that should be conveyed. Read the light of bodhisattvas, get together, work together, to keep right mind, and live in tune with Buddha's words. Here we vow to do so.
双方の方のテレビ画面が映らないんです。
あ、本当ですか。
まあ、一応試合を開いてる。
横のボタンを押してもらえますか。
よくわかんない。映らないんです。
OK です。じゃあちょっとしたら行きます。はい。Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so just in case if this is your first time joining our seminar, I wanted to introduce a little bit about Happy Science and what we do here. So our seminars, books, what we learn here is all based on Master Okawa's teaching. This is Master Okawa. Oops. And he's given so far more than over 3,200 lectures, over 2,750 kyotens, meaning Master Okawa's sacred books. And many of them have been translated into many different languages. And not only writing books, giving lectures, he's written songs over, and now it's surpassed more than 200 songs. And as you know, he also creates movies. So these songs can be included in those movies, but also some are the meditation musics, and some are spiritually inspiring, very strong songs that enough to push away or repel negative spirits around you. Yes. These are the pictures when Master Okawa gave lectures overseas, including Africa, Europe, Brazil, and many more countries. And in Japan, we have big temples, we call them shojas, like these. And these are the pictures of the inside looks. These are very sacred places, and perfect place to do meditations, deepen your thoughts, and gain lots of inspiration. Okay. If you have any further questions, please feel free to message me. I will get back to you after. So today, before I dive into the book seminar, November 18th and November 23rd are two important dates for Happy Science. We call them the celebration of the first turning of the wheel of truth, the starting point of Happy Science as the world religion. So the 18th was the first day when Master Okawa gave a lecture overseas. Do you know where? It was the first time, officially first time the Master Okawa gave a lecture overseas.
Hawaii.
Perfect. Yes. Thank you, Rich. It was Hawaii, Honolulu. He gave a lecture called Be Positive. Okay, so we have a movie clip. It's about 8 minutes that will show you how Happy Science started and we got to this point right now. Okay, it's about 8 minutes.
Lord Alcantara, Master Ruho Okawa, held his first lecture as a religious leader. This is the first turning of the wheel of truth. The wheel of truth represents the wheel of a tank in the age of Shakyamuni Buddha. And through the power of the law, it crushes the evil in this world. This is what it's symbolizing. Happy Science launch commemoration session was held at Nippori Shuhan Kaikan, Tokyo. This place was a very small, narrow room. 87 people gathered from around Japan. The Lord preached how he attained enlightenment in 1981 and founded Happy Science, as well as the plans in heaven on various religions and thoughts. The outlook of the salvation movement, forecasting the road to a world religion, and the grand scale of the law.
Minasan, konnichiwa. 私の今度の使命は何かというと、この悟りと全体の悟り、この2つを解くのが今度の使命なんです。今回の使命は全体の悟り、つまり宇宙論、宇宙構造論、これを解く使命があるんです。霊現象も数日さって言ってるけど、ここなくね、私はそれこそなくんです。
This was the moment when the Lord who has descended to earth in the flesh had turned the wheel of truth for the first time. The first lecture was given with the spirit of I stand alone. It was the starting point of the world religion Happy Science. Currently, this place has become the commemoration hall of the first turning of the wheel of truth. And many people come for a pilgrimage and recall the starting points of the salvation movement and pledge anew for missionary work. "44 years have passed since the first turning of the wheel of truth. The Lord continuously preaches the law to guide humanity. Also, November 18th is the first turning of the wheel of truth overseas.
You have many sufferings, but be strong, be brave, be positive, in your life. Be powerful. Be constructive. Go ahead and ahead.
Since then, Master Ruho Okawa has completed a world missionary tour in 16 countries on 5 continents. His lectures exceed 3,200 in number, and 2,758 books, Jotans, are published around the world. Members are spreading in over 140 countries worldwide. The line of salvation is conveyed beyond borders, nationalities, and languages. Also, the movie theme songs and feature songs exceeds over 200 in number. These music and songs are God's law itself. It is filled with the power of salvation. The Lord is turning the wheel of the truth with the desire to save all humanity and to build utopia on earth. This year, 2020, the world is in darkness and confusion due to the novel coronavirus originated in China. In such times, the Lord granted us the laws of steel, and with those teachings as a guide, we disciples have been pushing forward with mission work to open the golden age. The darkness is still deep, but on the other hand, a ray of light has descended on earth to give us hope, and that light is the existence of Lord Alcantara, Master Ruho Okawa, and that light is the teachings directly spoken from the Lord. Because of the world being in crisis, the Savior has appeared and guides us on the path to follow. Lord Alcantara is beyond the God of the earth, and now is revealing his aspect as the God of the universe. The age of the universe is arriving, and we must overcome the age of destruction and chaos and begin a new Genesis. In 2021, the 27th Laws series will be published. The new worldview taught in this book will shift to the common sense, and the world will look much more beautiful and brimming with happiness. We are able to shine the world with the power of enlightenment and the power of law to conquer the devil. On December 8th, we will be receiving the Alcantara Celebration Lecture with Savior from the Lord. We are now living with the Savior. To open the golden age is to be aware of this miracle.
ここに光がまだあるんだと。現時点、現在、まだ光は輝いているんだと。太陽の時代がまだ続いているんだということを教えることが大事で、世界すべて200カ国近い国にこの救世主の降臨とその教えの骨格と人類の進むべき未来を教えること。救世主は何を真とし何を義としているか、その真理を判定、聖者の判定を教えること。これが今求められている。
sorry for the wait. I apologize. My computer froze, only the part where I can control the sounds. And now I believe it should be fixed. Can you hear me? Okay, thank you. I apologize. Thank you so much for waiting. Let's start again. Okay, great. Thank you everyone for letting me know. Yeah, this never happened to me before. Only the part where I can control this, switch the sound froze, but I apologize. Okay, let me share my PowerPoint. Okay. Thank you for the wait. So yeah, I was saying how November 23rd and the 18th are the two important dates because those are the dates one in Japan, one in the United States. Luckily, United States was chosen as the first country for Master to start preaching the lecture. So I think we are very lucky. So yeah, those are the two dates, and we want to dedicate our sincere gratitude for Master Okawa to teaching the law of El Cantare, the God of the universe. So please, especially tomorrow, in your prayer, please dedicate your gratitude to Master Okawa. Okay. So today, one thing before I start the seminar, did you hear about the new law series? The title, new name? So every year we receive a new law series, and Master Okawa announced what the next law series is going to be. Maybe Rich knows it already, but
Laws of wood?
what? No. No laws of wood, Rich said. Afterward, yeah. It's called Himitsu no Ho in Japanese. And the title, does anyone know here? Maybe not. Okay, can I reveal it? It's The Laws of Secret. Isn't it interesting?
It's a secret.
Yeah, it's a secret. So if when you turn the pages, maybe they're gonna be blank. No, I'm just kidding. But so it's called The Laws of Secret, and there are 5 chapters. And usually the book doesn't come out till like March-ish, but we really wanted to change that. So next year we are aiming to publish that book in January. So please look forward to the book. Okay?
English or Japanese?
So the Japanese one is coming out earlier next month, and the English is coming out in January. Yes. So I have a PR movie for The Laws of Secrets. So let's watch it together. Okay. PR. Okay. Let's hope this time the sound won't freeze.
We live in a modern civilization where there should supposedly be no phenomena that we cannot explain through the development of science. But the truth is, our daily lives are filled with things yet unknown. I want you to be more aware of the mystery of living in this world as a human being. When the laws of secret become normal for you, the world will become more beautiful and filled with joy. And you will also most definitely become grateful for the mystery of being given life by God. the secrets of the world we live in, the secret why you were born here, and the secret of how people can achieve happiness. Finally, everything will be revealed. Your life will change when you understand this secret. Master Ruho Kawa's latest law series, The Laws of Secret, awaken to this new world and change your life.
明治以降に入った西洋型の学問等のほとんどは、実用の学としては役立つものが多いんですが、ある意味では有害にもなっていて、学問とは真理の探求でなければならないところを、学問そのものが真理の阻害になってしまっているところがあるのではないかなと思っています。誠不思議な世界です。心の世界の秘密を知ってしまえば、開けば無限となり、握れば一点となる。ですね。悪一点、皆無限。ブッダの言った通りで、2500、600年前に言った通りでして、本当はあの世の世界っていうのが実在界といわれる本当の世界で、そこから時々この地上にですね、魂の一部が生まれ変わって生きているということですね。これはごくシンプルな話なんですが、このシンプルな話を受け入れられるかどうかということで、その人の人生は相当変わってくるんですよ。あなたが生まれて世界は美しくなりました。世界は良くなりましたか。これを自分に問うてください。そしてイエスと言えるなら、それは人生成功したということですね。皆様方がエルカンターレ下生ということを全世界にお伝えくださって、全世界の人たちがもっともっとそれを事実を生きているうちに知ってくだされば、世界はもっともっと良くなっていきます。少なくとも宗教間の対立による戦争とかこういうものはなくしたいと思うし、おそらくはこういう未知なる病気や、あるいは天変地異等も私はかなり重複できるものだろうと思っています。やっぱりですね、希望が必要なんですよ。勇気が与える人が必要なんです。そういうね、世界恐慌起きてもいい。しかし、その中で希望や勇気を与える人が必要なんですよ。皆様方も環境や、あるいはコンディションを理由にしないで、新しい力を作り上げて、発揮して、そして世界を導いていこうじゃありませんか。もっと力を、それはもっと光を、そしてもっと繁栄を、あなた方が信じている神が本当の神であるならば、あなた方の未来に繁栄が開けることを心の底より祈っています。
Master Ruho Kawa's latest law series, The Laws of Secret, awaken to this new world and change your life, will be published soon in 2021.
Okay, thank you so much. So that was the Laws of Secret. I hope you are excited for the new Laws series. Okay, great. So let's start. The power of basics. First of all, before I forget, this book is really amazing. It's called, so the power of basics in Japanese is called Bonji Tette. Bonji Tette. Here, that's what it says here. And let me check just in case. Not again, really. Okay. Yes. And this book is actually a combination of two books originally in Japanese. So in English, we are very lucky that you can read two books in one book. Okay. And because of that, there are two within this one book, there are 2 preface and 2 afterword. And in the first afterword, Master Okawa said, this book encourages people to lead a modern Zen life using 2 key phrases, the power of basics and the time of silence. So when you hear the power of basics, you might feel like, isn't basics is something that you can learn, and after you master it, you can go to the next level. You may think like that. And yes, I think in some meaning that is true, but here the basics can mean like you can rephrase it with effort or humbleness and like that. If you can think of any other good ways to express this, please let me know. But today, I hope you're going to read this book. So I'm not going to talk too much about from this book, but I wanted to focus the basics on relationships first. What does that mean? So in the words of the guide for the guide for the mind. Have you heard of that? I think you have. It's if you look at the monthly magazines, and when you open the very first page, there's like a poem that Master Okawa wrote, and they are called Guides for the Mind. And in one of them, Master Okawa talked about the power of basics. So I wanted to focus on that. Okay. So what do you think are the basics within relationships? In other words, what are some points that you should be aware of, or we should be careful in order to create good relationships? Do you have any idea? Happy? Yeah. How to be happy? Yes, that's very important. And also like how you speak to them, how you treat other people, and like that, right? So in the Guide for the Mind, Master Okawa said, or he's asking, are you polite? Even to the people you dislike. And I think, especially for the most people who are studying Happy Science teachings, meaning you all, I think you have mastered this part easily. But how about within your mind? You could be like, oh, hello, how are you? And it's nice to see you. But then you can be like, oh, you again, or something like that. I don't know. Maybe not. I hope not. But that's just an example. But also next, do you use polite language? How do you talk to them? Even to the people you don't know. I think some people who are not religious or spiritual, they might treat the people they don't know not nicely, I think. How about, are you capable of controlling your emotion? Do you get angry easily? How about at your workplace? Or, how about at home? Are you capable of not harming others physically? I think this part most people cleared. But are you, sometimes if some people are having hard time controlling their anger, they can be, physically attacking something, even not even if it's not directly to other people, but destroying some things or just like that. Okay, so those were very simple basics. How about the next level basics? Are you humble enough to listen to other people's advice? This was the 5th point that Master listed as basics within the relationships. Are you humble enough to listen to other people's advice? Especially for younger people, I think listening to advice with pure, humble mind can be difficult. Or even if they think they are listening, outside, are you really trying to learn from the advice and change your actions? I think that's one of the important point when you do reflection. And so why are these all basics important? Because that's, for some people, this may sound stupid or too easy to do, but Master Okawa said more in detail in this book as well, but these basics, don't think this is something stupid, but the more you put effort and try to master the basics and be nice to every single person or try to be polite to every people you meet, this becomes like a protection for you, for your success, for your future success. And this mindset through these basics become almost like an offense for you to go forward step by step. So basics, mastering basics is, a protection, but also it can be an offense for you to proceed. So in other words, at Happy Science, this can be rephrased as giving love. As Master Okawa said in the video that we just watched, has this world became beautiful, more beautiful because you were born? In order for us to do that, I think change every moment that we have within our life, and if we try to change that moment to a happy moment, simply said, I think the world is going to become more beautiful. Okay. One other point as a basic is samu, we call, means, samu is in Japanese, it means cleaning discipline. Some people love cleaning. Do you like cleaning? Do you? Maybe. Many people don't dislike cleaning, but it's so nice to have a clean house, right? For me too. I'm not, great at cleaning, but I love when it's cleaned and, calm. Because, so this is also one of the basics. Because in one way, the room or, the cleanness of your room reflects your mind. Sometimes for me too, when, I get busy and if my mind starts to become unstable, I realize my room is also not clean. So this is one way to check yourself. But also at shojas in Japan, we have cleaning samu discipline, and you go to the temple, you can pick the length, but you spend all day cleaning. And this discipline has changed many people's lives, because as you clean, you need patience, and you're doing same thing over and over and over, and you start to look deep within yourself, and you can start deeper reflection, self-reflection, and this action itself will keep you humble. So this is one way to stay humble, because especially if you start to become successful within your work, you might think like, oh, cleaning is the cleaning lady's job, or I don't have time to do such things because I should just pay money and have someone clean. I mean, that's of course the balance. There's a balance. So in some meaning, that's perfect. Money is great because you can save lots of time and do something else. I'm not saying negative about that. It's not like that. But your mindset. Should I say this? So for instance, like cleaning your toilet or bathroom. Some entrepreneur, like a president of a company in Japan, they do cleaning of their bathroom every day. So he or she would go into work earlier than other people and clean the toilet. Why is that? Because they think that action, doing it every day, keeps them humble. So this is one way to stay humble. And why is it important to stay humble? Why am I focusing to that? It's because this mindset is the way to receive inspiration. So you might think doing something difficult, like managing a company or doing some difficult tasks. But if you cannot do these basics and try to only focus on the difficult things and try to receive inspirations, if you don't put importance on these basics, you cannot receive inspiration. Okay, so that's why I wanted to talk a little bit about it. And the next point that Master talks in this book is about time, the importance of the time of silence. So I think this can relate to what I talked before as well, but why is it important? Time of silence. Any idea?
Calm your mind.
Calm your mind. Perfect. I agree. Yes, me too. In order to have a peace of mind, time of silence, as you said, calming your mind is the best way to do and most important thing. Especially nowadays, so many informations are all over, everywhere, especially if you go online on YouTube, they're filled with information. But sometimes you need to pull yourself out of that internet, and you have to take a time of silence. So in this book, this is a quote from the book. Master said, "After all, without a time of silence, you can neither become spiritual nor start communicating with the heavenly world. So, in this modern age, it is important to be alone and take even a short amount of time to read books. The content of the book, or what to read, is also very important." This is on from page 66. So yes, time of silence is very important to gain peace of mind. But not only that, in order to become spiritual and to receive inspiration from your guardian spirits, time of silence is a key point. And yes, sometimes it's if you have a daily routine to practice meditation, that's great. But let's say if you are at work or you are on a transportation, it's very hard to take a time of silence, but sometimes you feel like, I wish I could have peace of mind right now. the best way to do is read book. But as Master said, the contents are also important. And also, Master said, create 90 minutes for yourself. 90 minutes. It's not 1 hour, but he said 90 minutes. Why is that? So I guess 90 minutes is the good time for you to become calm and read a deeper, a book, like a difficult book, to deepen your enlightenment. So, and creating 90 minutes a day, it can be very difficult, but how can we do that? Quick decision making and a preparatory style of work. So why quick decision making ability is important is because unfinished work takes up the most time of your daily life. Unfinished work can be, something that you have to make a decision of, or something you have to do, but you haven't done it yet. So quick decision making is one thing, and also preparatory style of work. And this can be applied to your daily routine as well. And especially at work, if you are working in an organization, and let's say you have a boss, and if you are always doing your job after you've been told what to do, you cannot control your daily routine because you are not thinking ahead to do something before your boss asks you. So, like for instance, Master Okawa, when he was working for a company, trading company, wherever he was placed at, within the company, wherever he went, that how do you say, that part of the company became very peaceful, and like it seemed they're not busy. It was because Master Okawa had such a great ability to solve lots of work very fast with quick decision-making ability, and he always thought about, okay, what would my boss ask me to do, tomorrow, and what should I do, this and that, so that I can take break in the future. And he was even thinking about leaving the company, so he created like a manual, and he placed lots of seeds for the future success of the company. So, and your ability to work can be improved by your actions every day, daily routine. Like when you're walking around your office, you can be just walking around thinking about, what you have to do. But if you can switch your mind, you can be looking at other people's desk and see who is doing what. And the more you do that, you get to know, oh, today is Tuesday of this, second week, so he must be doing this kind of job, and like that. And the more you get to know, you will be able to provide what other people want as well. So it can go and on, but Master Okawa talks in detail in the book as well. Okay. So, yeah. Lastly, so I wanted to do a meditation practice. It's called happiness meditation because we haven't done many meditation, and I think doing it here is a good way to energize yourself. But because especially because nowadays it's a crazy world with coronavirus and presidential elections. So please recognize the happy moments of your life. It's a guided meditation, so you can just follow Master Okawa's guidance. The music for the people who are joining through online, the sound may not be perfect. Please forgive me, but I think you will be able to hear Master Okawa's guidance and Tina's English translation afterwards. So yeah, through meditation, I hope you can find hope and be energized. Okay, it's about 15 minutes. So now, if you have cell phone or anything that those may sound, please put them aside, close your mind, and please start breathing. When you breathe, you can breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Please continue this for a few times, and please wait for Master Okawa's guidance.
これは実際どういう瞑想法かというと、非常にありながら、もはや心は如来菩薩の境地で生きるという、この超次元といいますか、実相の世界の中で、光の天使の世界を現在ただいまの中の自分に引き戻していくと。このまま如来菩薩の心境になるという、これがその幸せの瞑想の秘訣なんですね。
Let me explain what this meditation method is actually like. It is for your mind to be that of a Tathagata or Bodhisattva while you are alive on earth. It is to bring the higher dimensions, the real world, the world of angels, of light, into yourself here and now, and be in the state of mind of Tathagatas and Bodhisattvas at will. This is the key to the meditation of happiness.
この幸せの瞑想というのをまた説明をし直すと、先ほども言いましたように、事件に関係がするわけですが、感激、人生における感激ですね。
In other words, this meditation of happiness has to do with the events in your life. It is about finding the moments your soul was most enraptured, when your soul rejoiced the most.
喜んだ、魂が一番喜んだ瞬間というものを発見すること。そして、そうした喜びの瞬間というのを発見したら、これを次々と発見し続けること。これが川の流れの中でいくと、湧き水が出ているところなんですね。
And it is about continuing to find such moments one after another. These moments of happiness are like the places where the spring water bubbles up into the river.
その点と点を結んでいきなさいというわけです。そしたら線になる。この線をまた結んでいきなさい。面ができるだろう。この面がさらに広がりを持ってくるようになるだろう。そして幸福な空間というのはそこに生まれてくるのだというふうに言っているわけですね。
We have to tie these points together and make a line. And if we tie lines together, we will get a surface. And this surface may get wider and wider, and then a happy space will arise from out of this plane.
別な言い方をすると、これは感謝の瞑想でもあるわけですね。いかに嬉しかったか、感謝できるような人生だったかという、その感謝できる部分というのをざーっと思い出してくることでもあるわけですね。皆さんが忘れている部分だと思います。
To put it another way, this is also the meditation of gratitude. It is about remembering things about which we can feel grateful, about the gratitude you can feel for a life in which you have been so happy. This is the part I think all of you must have forgotten.
小学校に上がるときに母がランドセルを買ってくれたときの感激、学校に上がるときの喜び、 ランドセルの革の匂い、初めて運動会に出る前の日の興奮、両親とお弁当を一緒に食べた時の美味しさ、と川に魚を釣りに行った時の感激、自転車に初めて乗れるようになって、補助輪をつけなくても乗れるようになった時の喜び。
The deep emotion that you felt when your mother bought you your first backpack when you went to elementary school. The joy you felt when you went to school, the smell of the backpack leather, or the excitement you felt before your first school field day, or the way the lunch tasted that you ate with your parents from a lunchbox, the feeling of going fishing with your father down by the river, the joy that came from first learning how to ride a bicycle, from first being able to ride a bike without training wheels.
女性であるならば、初めて異性から好意ある反応を示された時の喜び。あるいは、夜遅くまで電気スタンドをつけて、一生懸命勉強してた時に、夜食を運んでくれた両親の姿。雪がしんしん降る夜に、偉人たちの文章に接した時の感激。
Or, if you are a woman, the joy you felt when a man first showed an interest in you. Think of when your parents brought you a midnight snack when you were up late studying by the light of your desk lamp. The inspiration of encountering, on a night with the snow falling heavily outside, literature written by a great writer. Or the joy that those of you from the countryside felt.
また、地方から上京してきた方は初めて都会に住んだ時のあの喜び。初めて給料をもらった時の喜び。初めて働いてもらったお金でネクタイを買った喜び。初めてのボーナスで両親に万年筆なりハンドバッグを買ってあげた時の感激。あるいは、母、友人たちが自分を励ましてくれた言葉。
When you first came to live in Tokyo for the first time, the joy of your first paycheck, the joy you felt when you bought your first necktie with money that you yourself had worked for, the way you felt when you used your first bonus to buy your parents a fountain pen or a handbag, or the words with which your mother or father, or maybe friends, once encouraged you.
いい人ねと言われて喜んだ時の言葉。今まで暗かった、こうだった自分が、ある人のある言葉というもので、全く救われてしまうような、そんな瞬間があると思うんですね。単純なことなんですけど、そういうことが過去多分あったはずです。
Or the words that enriched you so when someone said to you that you were a good person. I think there are moments like this when up until now we have been dark and unhappy, but we are saved completely by someone else's words. It's a simple enough thing, but there might have been similar moments in your own past.
あるいは初めてお金を貯めて車を買ったり、新婚旅行に行ったり、子供が生まれたり、また子供の将来を夫婦で語り合ったり、また老いた時には子供たちが独立していくのを見て喜んだ、嬉しかったこととか、こういう感激の瞬間というのは人生はいくらでもあるわけですね。忘れ去っている。本当は多くのものが与えられているんですね。
Or maybe when you used money that you had saved to buy your first car, or when you went on your honeymoon, or when your children were born, or when you, as husband and wife, talked about your children's future, or growing older, the time when your children left home, the joy and the happiness you felt. Life is filled with moments of happiness such as these, but we forget them. We have actually been given so very, very much.
この感激の瞬間というものをどうか思い出していただきたい。
Please, do whatever you can to call to mind such happy moments as these.
そして大事なことは、不幸を感じ取る能力をいくら磨いたところで、人間は決して幸福になれないという事実をまず前提として受け入れることです。これが極めて大事なことですね。これを受け入れなきゃいつまでたってもその習慣は切れません。
The important thing is to take as your premise the fact that as long as you go on cultivating your ability to feel unhappiness, your life will never be happy. First of all, you must accept this as a fact, that as long as you go on polishing that skill, you will never be able to be happy. This is an exceedingly important point.
そして 幸福感覚をどうか磨こうとすることですね。もっと幸福を感じる能力を磨こうとすることです。
Then it becomes a question of how to go about developing one's feelings of happiness. We'd like to polish up our happiness feeling skills.
ではこれから幸せの瞑想に入ります。年代区切るほどの時間もございませんので、過去一括ということにさせていただきます。
There will be no divisions by life period this time. I would like for you to find the moments in which you truly and powerfully felt happiness, or to find sources of joy that you have been overlooking, or something about which you could have felt even more joyful than you did.
今お話ししましたように、本当に嬉しかった感激の瞬間、あるいは見落としてた喜びですね。本当はもっとこのことを喜んでいいと思うところ、どうか発見していただきたいんです。そういうふうに自分の人生の中で自分を支えてくれた言葉、あるいは行為、こんなものが必ずあったはずです。どうかこの感激を見失わないでいただきたい。魂の中の喜びとしていただきたい。そういう趣旨です。
In your own life, there have undoubtedly been words and actions offered to you in support. I want you not to lose sight of those. I want you to know them as the joys of your soul. This is the object of this meditation.
では、また息を整えて、背筋伸ばして呼吸を整えて、軽く目を閉じて。
So, then again, regulate your breathing, stretch your back, and lightly close your eyes.
過去を振り返って、こうした感激の瞬間を一つ一つ思い出して、そして恩を受けたにもかかわらず忘れてた人がいたら、今この場でありがとうという言葉を心の中から出してください。どうぞ。
Look back on your past and recall each individual moment of happiness. And if there is anyone whom you have forgotten to thank, regardless of whether you owe them a debt of gratitude or not, then within your heart, say thank you to them now. Please begin.
Okay, please end your meditation. Thank you, Lord, for the guidance. So, how was it? I hope you were able to find some happy moments. And especially, as Master Okawa said, has the world became more beautiful since because you were born? And I think when we look at the happy moments, we can see the beautiful part of this world, and also let's aim to be the one who delivers the happiness to other people or the people around us, and let them know that they are important for you as well. So in the end, I wanted to conclude by saying that the basics, completing the basics, are very important for us to stay humble. And if we can stay humble, we can learn and deepen our enlightenment. And also spiritually, when we do all the basics, we can improve our ability to, for instance, like the intuition. Our intuition can sharpen, and we will for some people will be able to, like, almost like as an inspiration, you can tell what other people are thinking or what they want. So, and also there are so many points that Master Okawa talked in this book, like how to increase organizational success by infusing the power of basics, or why do effort and self-discipline based on wisdom nurture happiness, and what is the eternal value that should be protected in the age of artificial intelligence, and so on. So if you would like me to send you this book, please let me know. It's $16.95, but this is the best way to do meditation as well, like reading meditation. So I hope you will find this book amazing. And sorry for the technical problem, and I apologize that it's 12:27. I apologize for going over time, but I will pray for your safety, happiness, and success of this week. And I hope to see you all again next Sunday. Lastly, let's take a bow to Alcantara. Thank you so much. Thank you. If you have any questions, or if you wanna, talk about anything, please let me know, and please stay connected. Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you very much. This is Tilo from Vancouver.
Thank you everyone for leaving comments. Thank you so much. I will post this lecture and meditation online so everyone can watch it. Yeah.